I look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but I definitely won't be cold. Man, now I really hope I don't run into one of those. That would suck. Those people just ahead of me were really sweet. They had some dogs that jumped up on me and I guess all the snow's off me now. But no, they're super nice people. I mean, they're basically the only people I've seen so far today, and they aren't camping out, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have the entire lake to myself, which, that's awesome. All these aspens are like so awesome. They kind of just give off that silvery glow in the snow, and it's just like I gotta stop pausing to look at them or else I'll never make it up to the lake. Well, that couple that passed by me earlier just confirmed that I'm pretty much the only one up here, so it's just me and the moose, and I'm about halfway there right now, and it's 11:30, so sunset's at 4, so I'm hoping I can get there with enough time to set up camp in the daylight, because I imagine in snow it's going to be a little different than what I'm used to. Carrying this pack is so tiring. It's like my legs aren't even tired, it's just my shoulders and my back hurt. So I'm just having a little lie down in the snow for a little bit. Hopefully no one comes across me and thinks I'm dead or something. But as I'm laying here, that forest looks incredible. Man. Okay, I know I'm really close, so it's time to finish this thing out. So I guess in the summer months this is actually a pretty popular spot, but there's like no one here right now, which is pretty cool. Alright, so this will be my first time ever using snowshoes, so let's see how that goes. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to take them for a test drive on some deep snow and see how they go. I think I mounted these wrong, because it seems like it's not evenly distributing surface area, so even on top of all this super thick snow, I'm still sinking in like crazy. But maybe that's also just the powder. Alright, so here's the plan. I'm going to walk and kind of pave a trail without the backpack, because walking on maintained snow is hard enough with it. So when I'm like busting through every step on these snowshoes, I'm gonna be exhausted by the time I get to the campsite. So I'm gonna pave a path first and kind of leave the camera behind to charge up for a bit. And then I'll come back and grab the pack and set up camp. So let's go. All right, I'm getting a little bit better at it. You really do have to make sure you're placing your feet kind of straight flat so you're actually distributing it across the snowshoe. I'm still not entirely convinced that I put these on right, but I guess, you know, I'm already doing it, so someone in the comments will tell me how to do it properly next time. Whoa, that wasn't it. It sure is an awesome spot though, and I think tomorrow morning all of that is supposed to be cleared out, so I should be in for a pretty incredible sunrise. Thank God for these little guide ropes, otherwise I'd probably wander straight into the lake. Oh my God, that looks so good. Man, this is incredible. But it's proving a bit difficult to find a spot to camp. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna need to find a alternate spot to camp because the snowpack's getting like really bad. Like I sink about 3 feet every time, so I'm not sure if I suck at snowshoeing or if the snowshoes I bought are crap, but this isn't gonna work. I will say, it goes a lot better on trail you've already broken when it's already a little more packed down. Coming from someone that grew up in Atlanta, this is probably the coolest snow scene I've ever seen. Just, wow. It's pretty life-changing. I think that very well may have been one of the most exhausting things I've ever done. I did enjoy it. I wish the snowshoes performed a little better. I'm still trying to determine if it's user error or if, I don't know. I don't know how to snowshoe. I'm just gonna find some sort of spot to set up camp. I'm too tired. I definitely am. I'm not gonna make it to where I plan to get to, so time to improvise. Okay, so I know this is kind of a crazy idea, but like what if I just slept under the picnic table? 'Cause I've been laying here for about 30 minutes and it's actually pretty warm and kind of nice.
No, don't do that. You know it's a stupid idea.
Woo. Nice spot though. This is one of those times where it'd be nice to have a smaller profile tent. It's kind of fun, but I'm pretty hungry and I want to get my tent set up before I eat. Well, the big old hole I dug is still too small for my big tent, so I am just gonna go set up on the treated area and I guess just wake up super early and collapse before anyone comes in the morning. Man, it is no kidding. You really don't get like any water with snow. Man, I had about a half full water bottle and then I didn't realize that this bench was icy, so I set it down with the top open and it just spilled everywhere, so now I gotta start from scratch. You know, for how poorly things are going, morale's actually pretty high. everything's moving incredibly slowly. Boiling snow takes forever, but you know, it's part of the learning curve, and I'm not in any danger yet. And in fact, temperature wise, I'm doing like really good. I'm actually a little bit hot. So yeah, it's basically just getting water. That's the last major obstacle, and I'm surrounded by it. It just takes forever. All right, it's now a little after 8, and it is finally dinner time. I didn't really film much else of me setting up because I was putting in too much effort for too little results, so I kind of had to cut away. But now I finally have camp set up. Things are looking good. I got the tent ready, so we're back on track. All right. Okay, still got some water though, I think. Let's see. Can I get to where I need to go? Yeah, that looks good. Alright. Sorry, I had a spork in my mouth. It definitely got a lot colder over the past hour. And I think all that snowshoeing did get some snow in my boots. So my feet are starting to get a little cold. But this should be really nice and for heating up my core. It's pretty good. A little powdery. I guess I should have put more water in, but oh well. I'm finally in the tent, trying to get warmer. But yeah, my feet are like soaked through, so they're pretty damn cold. I have a sleeping bag liner along with my typically kind of warm sleeping bag, so we'll see how it does. Well, it's about 3 a.m. and I'm not warm, but I'm not necessarily cold either. But it's kind of cool to see all the crystals vaporize from my breath. I'm making some more boiling water right now, and I tell you, my boots are like frozen all the way through, so I'm hoping I gotta find some sort of way to thaw them out in the morning. I gotta say, this boiling water trick is like a total lifesaver. It really keeps you warm. Alright, now I just tuck that up with me in the sleeping bag, and it'll be like I'm sleeping in a heated house. Maybe not exactly, but it's close enough. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so comfy in the sleeping bag. I can tell the light's starting to come up, but I don't really want to get up. I think that maybe keeping the rain fly on was a bad idea, because it just trapped in all this moisture, and now all my stuff is soaked. I can already tell it's going to be a pretty incredible sunrise, though, so that makes it worth it. Man, I really want to go out and start looking around, but like, my boots are frozen solid, so I gotta heat up some water and hopefully thaw them out. That's working a bit better. Finally got the boots on. Let's hope the snowshoes prove to be a little easier. Now to me, that makes it worth it. That's like one of the prettiest things I've ever seen. That's worth like all the frozen boots and gloves and, you know, digging out a giant snow hole to figure out it doesn't fit. Everything about that makes everything I've done this weekend worth it. The things I do for a couple of pictures. Hiking downhill is definitely a lot easier than the uphill. Although I am still jealous of all the skiers that can basically just make it to the bottom of this thing in 20 minutes. It's still probably gonna take me half the day. Well, there's something's rib cage. I have no idea what that is, but that's weird. So I'm actually making pretty good pace, but man, I think I overdid it on the pack. I mean, I used every single thing I brought, so I guess it was all necessary, but man, I gotta find some lighter alternatives to some of this gear, because I'm not gonna be able to do this for forever. Well, I'm a little bit further along now. That bench kind of marks the halfway point, so yeah, doing good. It's about noon. I guess I got a later start than I wanted to, but I mean, you saw that mountain. How could you not stick around? So, yep, still doing good. Man, every time I go to like adjust my pack because it starts slipping on my waist, the shovel just comes and smacks me right on the head. It hurts so bad. Well, there's the welcome station up ahead, which means I'm getting real close. Well, just passing by the first road closure now, so I think that means I only have about a mile left. This day was a lot easier than yesterday. Oh man, I can just see the parking lot. That makes me so happy. I am so hungry and tired. Oh, what a good trip. I just took my boots off and my feet are steaming.